My husband cheated on me with my best friend. I never thought I'd be the one to share a story like this. My name is Emily, and my husband, Mark, was the love of my life, or so I thought. We had been together for 8 years, married for 5, and from the outside, we seemed like the perfect couple. We had just bought our dream house, a charming two-story in a quiet suburb, and were talking about starting a family. We had plans, dreams, and a future that seemed bright and full of promise. But little did I know, my perfect life was about to unravel in the most horrifying way. One night, Mark told me he had to work late. It wasn't unusual, so I didn't think much of it. I kissed him goodbye, telling him to be safe, and settled in for a quiet evening with a book and a glass of wine. A few hours later, a message popped up on his tablet, which he had forgotten to take with him. It was a notification from an unknown number, and curiosity got the best of me. I opened it. The message read, "Can't wait to see you tonight. Last night was amazing. Love you." My heart sank. My mind raced with 1,000 thoughts. Who was this person? What was going on? I felt a cold sweat break out on my skin as I stared at the screen, unable to believe what I was seeing. I spent the next few days in a daze, trying to find answers. Mark's behavior had always been loving and attentive, but now I saw every gesture, every smile, through a different lens. I decided to do something. I never thought I would go through his things. I felt guilty, but I had to know the truth. I found an old phone hidden in his office drawer, and what I discovered shattered my world. The phone was filled with messages, photos, and videos of Mark with another woman. They had been seeing each other for over a year. The worst part, she wasn't just some random fling. She was someone we both knew, my best friend, Jessica. Jessica and I had been friends since college. We had shared countless memories, supported each other through thick and thin, and she had been a bridesmaid at our wedding. The betrayal from her cut just as deep as Mark's. I felt a cold, creeping dread as I realized the extent of their deception. The nights he said he was working late, the business trips, even the weekends when I visited my parents, they had all been lies. They had used every opportunity to be together. I confronted Mark when he came home that night. At first, he tried to deny it, his face a mask of shock and guilt. But when I showed him the evidence, his expression crumbled. He confessed, but his apologies felt hollow and meaningless. He tried to explain, saying it was a mistake, that he loved me and wanted to make things right. But it was too late. The damage was done. Our marriage, our trust, everything we had built was in ruins. I felt like I was living in a nightmare. The betrayal cut so deep that I couldn't even cry. It was as if I had become numb to everything around me. I left that night and never looked back. I packed a bag and drove to my sister's house, where I finally broke down, sobbing uncontrollably in her arms. The following weeks were a blur of pain and disbelief. I filed for divorce and cut off all contact with Mark and Jessica. Friends and family were shocked, unable to believe that something like this could happen. The support I received was overwhelming, but it didn't ease the pain. I had to face the harsh reality that my life would never be the same. It's been a year since I found out about the affair. I've moved to a new city and started a new life. I found a job I love and adopted a dog named Max, who has been a great comfort. I've made new friends and slowly started to rebuild my sense of self. But the scars remain. The betrayal of the two people I trusted most haunts me every day. I often wonder if I'll ever be able to trust again. The nights are the hardest. I lie awake, replaying everything in my mind, trying to understand how it all went so wrong. Sometimes, I dream of them, and I wake up with a start, my heart pounding and my eyes wet with tears. The pain is still there, a constant reminder of what I've lost. So, to anyone out there who thinks their secrets will stay hidden, remember this: the truth has a way of coming out, and when it does, it can destroy everything in its path. Be honest with those you love. Cherish the trust and the bonds you have, because once they are broken, they can never be fully mended. And to those who have been betrayed, know that you are not alone. It is possible to heal, to find strength in yourself, and to build a new life from the ashes. It won't be easy, and it won't happen overnight, but with time and support, you can move forward. Remember, infidelity is a deeply painful and personal experience, and while this story is fictional, it reflects the real emotions and turmoil that many people go through.